What up guys, welcome back to another video. Today it's time to do a tier list, okay? Haven't done one of these in a while, so season is ending soon, like 2 weeks left or something, and I thought, why not? Let's just do a little video with the tier list. Farming on the side, of course, and I'm gonna do it a little bit differently this time. For every unit that I decide to put on the list, I will be going to SW ranking to just check the win rates and stuff. I don't think I'm gonna base my rating based on the win rate and pick rate, but yeah, you know, I just wanna give more info about the unit, I guess, in a way. It's just, I feel like it's just more fun for the video for everyone watching. Yeah. Also, I didn't like go, I went to like 70 tier, which I wanted to kind of, because like I feel like below 70 it's even like, it's not even, you're not even gonna, there's no point putting units, you're probably not even gonna use units below 70. This is just gonna be a meme tier, I guess, and I think we're just gonna start. Dark Gojo. This is like the only, pretty much one of the only Oblivion units that you could actually use in RTA. He's still not amazing. He's okay though. He's okay though. It doesn't just provide you Oblivion, it's also stun, but sadly it's I don't think he has a good rate, most likely, but let's see. I don't think he's picked a lot. Yeah, G1 1.4%, 51 win rate, which isn't terrible. It's a bad pick rate, but it's not a terrible win rate. And then G3, it's yeah, below 1%, and it's only 49.6. Again, not the most terrible win rate. It's okay, it's around 50-ish, but the pick rate is just low. Also, it has something to do with people not having him, but also just yeah, I feel like there's a lot of better picks. Problem is units proc out, and then the Oblivion is just gone because it's only 2 turns. Fire Megumi. I think I'm gonna put him in a tier above. I think Fire Megumi is very good for disrupting turn 1 AoE stuff. Like it easily counters Wunsa teams, Triton teams, stuff like that. It's very good. Like it's very good. Robots, anything like AoE kind of stuff, very good. While giving you a 28 lead, second speed lead, super valuable. Let's see what his pick rate, win rate is. I don't think it's that crazy though. Yeah, G1 3%, which isn't terrible pick rate, but 46 win rate only, and G3 even worse win rate. I feel like a little bit overpicked in situations where he shouldn't be, but in the situations where it's a good pick, like it performs really well. I mean, I play Wunsa, and it really works a lot against that kind of stuff, and yeah, I do like him. I do like him. Could you put him in a tier with Gojo? I guess you could, in a in-between tier, potentially, but I think he's not. His win rate is mostly hurting because he's not being used correctly. Next, this guy, dude, I like this guy a lot, actually. Problem is, he does get countered by Heigang, but what stripper doesn't? Now, what else does he give you? Not much, to be honest. His kit is not great. He does have that third skill, it's good. His base speed is not amazing, so it's like, it's okay. It's okay, right? It kinda should counter Heigang, but it's only if you land everything. I don't think he has a high pick rate either. It's probably hella low. Yeah, G3 2.2%, 51 win rate though. It's not terrible. And then yeah, not terrible. I mean, win rate's there. Pick rate is pretty low. Not many people have him though, so that is partially the reason why. But he's pretty good. I mean, I think I'll put both of them to 80 now that I think about it. I think these are just 80 overall. But if I had a middle tier here, maybe like this guy could be a little bit above them. Because, yeah. I'm not gonna put any of these. I'm not gonna put this. Win Gojo we haven't seen a lot of. People started using him after a buff. But it's kind of like very reliant on if you have Laura or Wedget or something. So yeah, 75-ish maybe for him. I'm not gonna go check his win rates. Some units I just won't bother going to check the rates. Water Gojo, I've used him a decent chunk. I think he's not good, but he's not bad either. I wouldn't put him in a tier with these guys, but it's solid. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. You could use him. Light Gojo. Now this one deserves to be very high up. It's either 90 or 95. He's been used a lot lately, and he would have been used way more if people actually had him, right? But again, Guardian 1, 3%, 51 win rate, G3, a lot higher pick rate. I wonder why. So basically, all the people who have Light Gojo are very high ranked, right? There's a reason why the increase in pick rate happens. You have a surprising amount of people who have this specific trio: Tianlang, Laura, Light Gojo. It's a very popular trio, and most of those people are sitting in G3 because it's pretty broken. So that's why you have a 12% pick rate and a 53, I think 95 probably in this guy. It's kind of hard to, right? It's 1995. We'll leave him there for now, and we'll see how the list shapes up, and then I'll change it based on how it goes. Yeah, that's very, very strong unit. Vela can sit on 85. I mean, I think Vela still picked a good chunk, and he's just really good, man. It's just a solid ass, yeah. G3 26%, almost 50.5, almost 30% in G1 50 point. It's just very solid unit. I mean, 3-turn immunity is just so good with sustain as well, with setup as well, with damage as well. Yeah, Vela's just solid, man. We're gonna skip all of these. We're gonna put the art in the meme tier for fun. Hey Gang is still Hey Gang. He's still one of the highest pick rate units, easily. Probably the highest water pick rate unit with 34 almost. And in G3 26.8. But yeah, I mean, Hey Gang still. Hey Gang is pretty much one of the main problems with RTA right now, and it's been for a while now. And yeah, that's it. It just limits so much, and it makes RTA less fun. That's it. It just adds so many limitations, and yeah. Chongpong, we started seeing him a bit more now. He kind of made a little comeback. I guess 75, 80 would be his his place to be. He's just not getting used much, so I'm not really sure like how to where to put him, you know? He's just not seeing that much use. Right, G3 2.3. Not a bad win rate though. And then G1, it's like the win rate's okay, but it's like it's just the pick rate is low for such a available unit, you know? But in the matches where he's good, it's like it's good, right? Chandra still getting picked a good chunk. I mean, he fell off definitely, right? But he's still getting picked a good amount. 25, almost 26 with almost 50, and 24 in G3. A little bit fell off, but it's still Vela tier basically. Next one. I'm gonna skip all of these. Sean could be 75. Now his brother is very, very good now. Okay, Zeratu, it could even be a 90. I think Zeratu has been such a strong pick in G3. 9%, almost 53. G1, 7%, almost 52. It's very good. It could be a 90. You could easily put him in a 90. It's just powerful, man. It's just a powerful bruiser unit. Self-sustained, self-protection, self-increased damage. Just so much to offer in one unit. It's just very, very good. Now we're gonna skip all of these. Beelzebub goes to meme tier. Sekhmet. Sekhmet's a 90 for sure. It's insane how much value she's bringing lately. She's getting picked a ton. 34, probably highest pick rate fire unit in the game. G3 40, over 40%. Sekhmet is on a roll. She's back. And there's a reason why the pick rate's so high. She's really, really good. She's always been really good. And yeah. Nephthys, 85. She's a solid pick. Not always, but where it's good, it's really good. Like where it's good. 10-ish% pick rate. Pretty solid win rate. Just overall solid. 50-ish. 8% pick rate. Solid. It's 85 for me. We're gonna skip all of these. We're gonna go with Jamire. I think Jamire's still solid speed lead. Gonna move Chompong below. I don't think he's that great. Jamire definitely still a valuable speed lead. Can counter Veronica and some other stuff. It's nice. It's nice. I remember when he would counter Gianna, but after Gianna buff, it doesn't sadly anymore, but it's still pretty good. I want to put this guy as well into 80. I think he's really, really good. I don't think he has a high pick rate, but I think he's underused. I think he's heavily underused, and I think he's really good. If I can find him here, that would be cool. There he is. Yeah, I mean G1 53 win rate. It's a very low pick rate, but still, you have to understand, it's just underused, right? It's very underused. It's very underrated. Deserves a lot more usage. There's some units like that who just deserve way more usage. They're like hidden gems. Chow, I kind of want to give Chow my respects a little bit because I've been winning a lot with Chow. I haven't been picking him a lot, but I have been winning a lot. Because like where it's a good pick, it's a really good pick, and nothing changes about that, right? It's just an amazing pick. Leo, this opinion will never change. If you know, you know, right? It doesn't matter what meta we're in. It doesn't matter what's happening in the game. A unit that kills rune quality will forever be the #1 unit in the game, because the whole point of the game is rune farming. So yeah, that's always gonna be at the top without discussion. Ragdoll. I think Ragdoll, I wouldn't put him in 95, but 90 I think is a solid spot for Ragdoll. I think Ragdoll still picked a decent chunk. I mean, in G3, 11, almost 50-ish. He did fall off a bit more in Guardian, 15, but it's still solid. Still solid. A little bit underpicked right now, but still solid. Ragdoll's good. Ragdoll's always good. Abelio, 80. Abelio's Abelio. Valantis, not used much, but I feel like could get more usage. But I still feel like Hagang is there, right? Potter's huge. Potter is actually huge. This unit is it's a beast. Potter's a beast. G1 almost 3, 51.55. In G3 it's probably even higher pick rate. Yup, 4%, almost 52. I think Potter's crazy. Yeah. Daphnis, I kind of want to even remove the 70 tier, because the thing is, like, the 70 tier, like 70, 75, it's gonna be very close, to be honest. And I feel like you're not even gonna pick units below 80 that much, realistically. RTA right now is everyone's just picking what's good, and if it's not good, people don't pick it. So no one's really doing fun picks anymore, or like testing shit. So yeah, it's kind of sad, right? So I feel like there's no point even making lower tiers, because these units are just not getting picked. But you could, these you could put here, you could put them below, doesn't matter really. Oberon, I haven't seen much of Oberon, but I think he's still solid. It's okay. Okay. I'm gonna skip Gani. I'm gonna go straight to Nyx. I think Nyx is an easy 90. I think Nyx is probably one of the most annoying units to fight at the moment. 2% pick rate, almost 50 win rate in G3, G1. 3% almost 52 win rate. Bit higher in G1, but this is one of the most annoying units in the game. For a reason. I mean, it's ridiculous how good it becomes, like when you mix some of these units, like Potter Nyx or Ragdoll Nyx, Ragdoll Potter, or some of these passives like mixed up create invincible comps. It's actually insane. Celia, oh look, it's all my LDs. Okay, we're gonna put more stuff in the meme, don't worry about it, but these are meme tiers. Viva Chell. I think Viva's still solid 85. I don't know about her pick rate lately. Pretty high though, pretty high. G1 13.6, 51 win rate almost. And damn, I kind of expected this to be lower in G3, but Viva's very high pick rates, 49 win rate. A lot of Leo Viva teams, I guess, and yeah, I think she's solid. Yeah, could she be 90 potentially, but I think 85 is a solid spot for Viva. I'm gonna skip these. We're gonna go straight to Etna. I would say 80 for Etna. I don't really think Etna's that crazy. She's good, but I feel like she's very inconsistent. The thing that a lot of people don't know about Etna is how she really works, right? Like, Etna, when you get units below 50, she does stun guaranteed, but above 50, it can only go up to 80%. So, most of the times you're using an Etna, you might go to like you might take like 30-40% of enemies HP, which is going to be like 60 to 70% stun rate, and then you have rest check as well, so you're getting a very inconsistent stun. She's good overall, like rotation and stuff like that. She's very fast, right? But I feel like it's very inconsistent. If you just have a little bit of it's just to put it this way, it's more inconsistent than Sekhmet, and the less it's less pickable as well, where Sekhmet can fight pretty much any team, right? That's why she's so good as well. She can fight turn 1, turn 2, anything, mid-range, anything. Where Etna, you don't put her against turn 2 teams, obviously. Like, you will not get the value that you want. It's pretty much only against mid-range and turn 1. But again, the inconsistency that she brings, a lot of times you can't even skill 2 first into skill 3. So you have to immediately skill 3, so it can be a lot of RNG. But I think she's still solid, but I don't know. I would put her in like a mid tier in between, but I guess she can sit on 85 for now. Let's check her pick rates and win rates real quick, because she is a highly picked unit, right? In G3, 20.1 almost, 49 win rate almost, and yeah, she kind of keeps this below 50 win rate, but still pretty high pick rate, because she is a fast unit, right? But yeah, I think somewhere in between it's probably the best ranking for right now, but she can sit on 85. Asima can be a decent pick sometimes, but not that great. Han is a 90. Han is a 90. I would say for sure. Yeah, I mean, Han is sick. Han is just sick. 7%, 51.5, G1, 6, 50.26. His win rate did drop, but I mean, it's Han. Han is insane. Next, we have a Wedget. I guess Wedget, sure. I'm gonna skip these. Vermos solid, bro. Vermos always solid. I don't mind putting him in 80. We can skip all of these. Cardinal, sure, I see him sometimes. Cigar fell off. Cigar definitely fell off. A lot. He used to be picked so much. Now it's 15.85 in G1. 12.74 in G3. Like that's like over 30% dropped in pick rate after that nerf. But I think, I mean, 80 is still fine for Cigar. I mean, still okay. 13% is not a bad pick rate. Like that's a good pick rate. Craig 80. I would dare to put him in 85. I think he's very underused as well. I don't think his pick rate is good at all. But man, Craig can be a beast, man. Like, this unit is definitely underpicked. Yeah, look at this. Such a sad, like in G1, has a good win rate from 8k picks. But underpicked as fuck. I think 80. 80's fine. Nana still 75-ish. That's fine. Kind of gonna skip these. Monkey 85, still solid. Always been solid. Always gonna be solid. Win Monkey, I think he's a little bit fake. I know. I mean, I hate him a little bit, and a lot of people hate him, but I think he's a little bit fake. I think it's still pretty easy to CC him. But he can have his moments. Light Monkey, I think it's 80-ish. A lot of CC counters. Yeah, we can go check some win rates. I don't want to be stuck too long. Some units I'll skip checking win rates and stuff, but yeah. Very low pick rate. This is basically just me. This is just me, I think. I'm pretty sure this is like me and maybe one other person. Which, it's just so many CC counters, right? And in G1, it is, yeah, that's the problem. I think Sean has the same problem. I think some other units have the same problem where there's so much like Fire Cookie, Josephine, Leo Foxham as well. I mean, the Potters, the Zenisics, there's so much. It's so much that just, you don't even want to play it, you know? It's like when you think about all these units, you just don't want to play. But yeah, I mean, I think he's still okay. It's just that I kind of found a way to use it more effectively, where I would run a crit Sekhmet and a crit Monkey as well, and then I would delete Junos really quickly, where it's, people would be just surprised with it. So that was kind of why I managed to like keep a pretty good win rate with him and be able to pick him consistently, because I was running just crit rate on everything. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't still put him below 80. I think it's, he should be an 80. Dark Monkey, you don't pick a lot. Underpicked though, like heavy underpicked. Sadly, I mean, sure, there's a lot of CC counters, but it's heavy underpicked. I would even put him in 80 maybe, but next, I'm gonna just dodge all of these. I'm gonna go to Laura, our next 95. Do I have to explain? Probably not. We can just yeah, she's I think the #1 light unit when it comes to pick rate. Almost 25 in G3, almost 53.5 win rate. G1, 12.24, and then 51. You can see like a huge jump in pick rate from G1 to G3 with some of these like heavy carry units, where it's like, okay, if you have Laura, you're obviously going to have such a good chance for G3. If you have Light Goju, you're going to have such a good chance for G3. But also, the thing that I mentioned earlier is like, you might see Laura, TL, Light Gojo with similar rates overall, because they're picked together pretty much every time in G3. It's a little bit crazy. It's a little bit crazy, but the amount of times where they're all picked together in a team, I'm telling you, there's a reasoning why their win rates are high, the pick rates are similar. G3 is full of it. Like, it's very, very hard to fight that kind of stuff. Okay, like, there's a reason. Let me just refresh this. Boom. We're farming. Let's go. Next unit. Okay, I'm just gonna give some like honorable mentions and just slap some of these, like give them some, so I fill up some ranks, you know. It's like just fill up these ranks a bit. This doesn't really matter too much. I mean, this one's kind of picked sometimes, but just to fill it up a little bit, okay? She's just not used a lot. I don't think she's great either. I think Tomo's still 80. A little bit underpicked at the moment. Shizuka is still 80. Gyo is getting picked a good chunk. think she's an 80. What's her pick rate right now? I'm curious about Gyo. Okay, Gyo in G3, 9%. That's pretty good. 48 win rate though, not great. 11 almost here, 49. But this is kind of like the Hey Gang case where the win rate doesn't seem good, but the unit is pretty annoying and stupid. Of course, Hey Gang is a different story. Hey Gang is way bigger, but it's a little bit similar. It's a little bit similar. Same A. I think same A is still an easy 85. Dooman is still solid. I mean, 80's fine. Juno. Juno's still a 90. I mean, it's Juno. Come on now. It's Juno. Juno's always Juno. Right? 26.45, 51 win rate almost in G3. 21, 51. Yeah, I mean, Juno's Juno. Never changes. It's always insane. Easy 90 in my opinion. Sierra kinda made a pretty good comeback, to be honest. I wouldn't mind putting Sierra in 85. I think she's solid. I pick her a lot. I've seen a lot of people pick her a lot. 50-ish win rate, 26 almost in G1. Almost third, 29.2 in G3. Very good pick rate. Very good. She's good. There's a reason. She's really good. Lima. I don't know, man. I don't see Lima. I only see Apsa use Lima. I don't see anyone else use Lima. I have no idea how to 75. Gianna. Okay. Gianna's fell off a little bit. She used to be 95, but now she's 90. She's still probably one of the highest pick rate dark units. Yep. 29, 51. Her win rate dropped by like 3% since the nerf. 20.72, 51.5. So yeah, definitely did drop. Definitely did drop a good chunk, and it was a good balancing move. To be honest, I think it's more about the amount of counters that exist for Gianna. The nerf was big, but still, like, there's just so many counters that it's like, it's not that simple, right, to just slap it. You kind of don't want it in a lot of matches, but it's still a 90 easy. Josephine, man. This unit is a problem. You see it a lot more now, I feel like. I mean, yeah, G1 7.2, 51.3. I think Josephine has never been like this high win rate. G3, 9% over 50, and Josephine went up. Like, Josephine was never a over 50% win rate unit, let alone 51.3 with so many picks. Like, this is a good amount of picks for like just a counter pick unit, which I don't even know if it's even a counter pick unit anymore. It kind of became like one of those just pick it always kind of units, because you can, and it's just easy 85. Mi Ying and Tian Lang are next. TL is easy 95. Or, yeah. I mean, TL is the best LD5. I think, easily. I know it's like, he just is, you know, he just is. 9.22, 52.25, and then in G3, it doubles, basically. to almost 53 win rate, almost 18 pick rate. It's kind of like Hey Gang in a way, where it just limits so much and just counters everything basically, and does a lot of damage, and also has a chance to CC you, and it's just the full kit, man. It's ridiculous. But yeah, these three, yeah, I mean, this is like a comp for many people in G3. This is like their comp. This is like their core. And yeah, that's it's pretty OP. Mi Ying though, I think deserves his flowers. I think, yeah, I think actually real, like no joke. I think Mi Ying is kind of surprising me with how well he's been performing. Look at that. I mean, I didn't even see these rates, but now that I see them, it all makes sense. 11%, 52.35 in G3. G1, almost 7, 52.53. Mi Ying is getting up there, man. I don't think I would put him in 90, but 85, easy, any day of the week. We're gonna skip all of these. We can put this thing in 75, sure. Chibu, it's like, I don't know, like there's no point putting some of these units, I feel like. Just no point. Wunsa, now Wunsa is he's good. He's good, okay, but again, the amount of counters now that exist, I don't think I can put him in 90. I don't think I can. I think he's still good. If you have the team to run it, it's cool. But he's good though. But it feels weaker than Sekhmet, to be honest, at the moment. It does feel weaker than Sekhmet. And I feel like Sekhmet's probably the best just high-speed Swift unit. Next. I'm not gonna put any of these. Douglas. It's whatever. It's Douglas. Moore. 80. I'm not gonna put him in 85. I mean, Moore is more. You know, he might have a pretty decent pick rate now, but Moore is more. He kind of sucks, but he also doesn't suck. It's like so RNG. It's always been the same like kind of win rate where he's always below 50. He's never been above 50 pretty much. And he's just kind of like, it works for some people it doesn't. But lately we've seen him on damage builds where he counters like cleaves and shit, which are good builds, like solid builds, like less RNG builds. To be honest, I have one built just like that right now. It's like it's full damage, right? Which is a pretty fun build to use. But don't think I want to put him like at 85. It's just not Chandra level, it's not Nephthys level, it's not Sierra level. It's good, but I don't think it's at their level, to be honest. It just isn't. Next. I'll put Poseidon in here. Underused. Try 10. Easy 85 for try 10. Pontos. Poultice is tough. I mean, I think it's 85 still. 90 is a little bit too high. The thing with Poultice is, the only reason why he's like, he could be 90 is because he resists more than other units. And I don't know what the fuck the deal is with this unit. Why is that a thing? But immunity units that cleanse, maybe that's the rigged. Maybe they're just rigged. So they just do that shit more than other units. Yonhong, I think still deserves to be 90. I think she is better than Wunsa and Etna and Viva and Triton. So I think she does. She just fits more comps and just a bit more versatile. So yeah, I think she's 90. I think she's a solid 90 still. I'm curious kind of about Yonhong's rates. 10% in Guardian, 50 win rate, G3, 13.5, 50.5. Yeah, solid. 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 Sure, we can mention a lot. We can mention Wolyong. You know what? Wolyong's. You know what? Sure. Wolyong, if more is an 80, Wolyong's an 80 too. Sure. Miles. 80. 85's too much. Way too inconsistent for that. Oliver. Oliver's a 90. Oliver's a 90. Oliver is now the highest pick rate unit in the game. He's back at the top. G3. 50.77 pick rate. Almost 50 win rate. I pick him every match. And everyone else does. Kinda. G1, 46.08. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. We came back to Oliver. Came back to Oliver. Jackson. Not used much, but 80, 75. Still solid against what he counters. Is still very good. We already did all of these. Ella, I guess we could put her in. I think she's solid. A little bit underused, I would say. Bella, not great, but still used. The horses, I'm gonna skip all of these. I will go to this thing. This could be a 90, to be honest. I mean, light horse is just the most toxic piece of shit unit. I mean, look at this. Guardian 1, 4.5, 53 win rate. Guardian 3, 7.55, 53.4. 90. Light horse is a 90. People who pick light horse, they just have more chance to win. That's just how it is. This unit just brings so much RNG to a already heavy RNG game. So if you have that kind of powers to just make the game even more RNG in your favor, like Nyx, like Light Horse, like, right? It's just insane. So 90 easily. Next unit, I want to mention the horse. Sure. Right, I think the 70 tier, we just remove it. We just remove it. Masha. Masha's good. Masha's solid. Solid 80. We're gonna skip all of these. This one can get an honorable mention. I think she's also, like, again, another underused unit, which probably is an 80, but it's just not used. Right? Like, if I'm comparing it to a Dark Gojo, Full pushback, silence. Taking another turn, kills a unit. Has 2 lives. Survivability. Maybe a bit hard to build, but damn, like, where's all the Zianas? Like, Vanessa. I don't think Vanessa's as good as Oliver, but Vanessa definitely deserves 85. She is picked a ton as well. 50, almost 50 here, 49, 23.2 in G1. It's pretty much same rates in G1, G3, basically. But yeah, I mean, Vanessa's a 33. She's good for bruiser teams mostly. I'm gonna skip these. Acroma 90. Acroma has had the most crazy glow up ever. 4.351 G3, higher pick rate 7, lower win rate though, but she's insane. Like, Acroma's actually insane. It's a scary unit, absolutely scary unit. Julian fell off. But, man, it feels wrong putting Julian at 85 though. It feels wrong. I think I'm gonna keep him at 90. It's like still pretty good. That's still pretty good. I can't put him in, because it's like, just because he got a bit less stun, like, I don't know, man. It's good. It's like, sure, it was a good nerf, but I don't think I can put him with these guys. I think it's still a 90. Julian is still solid, bro. Maxi. Where's Maxi? There he is. 85. Solid. Maxi's always solid. We're gonna skip all of these, kinda. Honorable mention for this guy, sure. Bro, at this point, like, these are just honorable mentions. 75 is just honorable mentions, and 70. Yeah, that's what it is. Sonya. Sonya is just 85. Sure. You guys know I'm a Sonya hater, because I always say how easy she is to counter, but she still keeps such a high win rate and pick rate somehow. Yeah, it's 85. Still, I mean, I guess people are having problems with it. So yeah. Veronica 90. Veronica is one of the rare units that has almost no counters, right? That's the main issue with Veronica. Just the lack of counters is what makes her so good. Next, Fire Cookie 85. This cookie 80. I'm gonna speed it up a bit now. This cookie, I think the fire one's still a bit better, because it's way easier to manipulate this one. But I think this one's still good. I'm gonna skip this one. I'm gonna give an honorable mention to this one. We're gonna skip all of these. I don't even see this one either. We're gonna skip it. Honorable mention, Ginger Brave. Honorable mention, Zabala fell off pretty hard, to be honest. Fell off pretty hard. 80-85. I'm not sure. What's his rates right now? I'm not really sure. It's like G3 8%, 49-ish. G1 12, 65. More used than G1. Like it's easier to get away with using him in G1. But it's still kind of hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Sval is still a good Swift unit, though. You know what? I think Woundsa I'll bump up. Even though he has so many counters, I think Woundsa, just the power of Woundsa is a little bit... Just overall, the kit of the unit is just... It's very unique. It counters Hagang in a way. If your rune quality is better. So I think, yeah. I think that's still appropriate. I wouldn't be mad. I mean, whatever works. It's not a big difference. Not a huge difference, yeah. This guy, 80 still, I think. This guy, I think that's a 90 still. I mean, this unit is solid, bro. Solid. Solid. This guy, 85. I think pretty easily. Cassandra, we don't see her much anymore. We don't. It's a rare pick, kinda, but I guess 80's fine, 75's fine too. If you honorable mention. These are just not used. Burger, 85. I don't think she's 90. She fell off a little bit. She did. Less pick rate though. You know, it's less pick rate. And less win rate. By a lot. But I think it's a little bit underused still. A little bit underused. This thing is getting a good amount of usage. I think, dude, is she Burgle level now? Damn, I want to see the rates. I think like, you can see her getting picked by Neff a lot. That's probably like the only person actually like drafting it a lot. I think 80 is fine. Just not a high pick rate unit. I think a little bit underused. This guy, I actually like this guy a lot. I think he deserves to be an 80-ish. This thing, honorable mention. This thing I forgot. 80. 80. Solid unit. This thing's getting used a lot. I think it's pretty solid. I mean, it counters Hagang. Counters a lot of stuff. I don't have her, so I haven't been able to test her, but I've seen a lot of people use it, and I think it's pretty solid. Fell off a bit, 75. This thing, gonna leave her at 75. You don't see her much, but sure. Oh, here he is. So the big boy. That's our another 90. Water fat guy. One of the highest pick rate right now. G3, 38% almost. Almost 52 win rate. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's the second, or is that the first? I don't know if Hagang, I think Hagang's, yeah, Hagang's lower in G3. So this is the highest pick rate water unit in the game at the moment. The kit is insane. It fits really well with the current meta, all over segment first pick. So that's an easy 90 any day of the week. Capsu, still there. Capsu's still there. This thing we're seeing picked a lot now, but I think it's a little bit fake, but it's still pretty okay. I think it's okay. Could be 85 potentially, but it's not bad. This thing, it's 85. I think it's a very solid speed lead. You know what? Where's the fire cookie? Or the fire twins? Fire twins. Fire twins. So, this is basically just a bobble. And this is, yeah, it's so low to like, I think it's okay. I think it's 80. I think for now, we haven't seen enough of it. Could go up. But for now, yeah, I think it's too early to judge. Too early to put it too high. This one, yeah, it's just solid. Solid, 85. Next, light. Okay, this is also getting used a bit, but I'm gonna skip it because it's just not enough. 85 as well, I think, on this. 90 is a little bit too high, I think. But 85 is fine. These are just not used. These are just not used. None of these are used. Like, all of these are just tricks fell off, honorable mention. These are just not used. And then we have another 95. The best speed lead in the game. Easily one of the best units in the game. Easily. By far. Like, by far best speed lead. Yeah, I mean, another... So this unit is working a lot with the meta that we have right now. You're gonna see him a lot with Gapsu and not Gapsu, Water Gapsu, and Laura and TL and all these things, Gojo, and it's crazy. Okay, it's crazy. Absolutely insane unit. This guy, I think he's solid. You don't see much. Is he better than Zenisek? Probably not. Could he be 85 though? He could. But we're gonna put him in 80. Could Miying be 90 though? No, I don't think so. I think he's on the edge, kinda. These just not used. This we've seen it a little bit, but not a lot. This one's the only one that I can really like judge, and I think it's a solid unit. Velasca, I think. I'm curious about her pick rate though. Guardian 3, 46 win rate, 1.4. G1, 2.2, 51. Kind of hard to judge, right? But from what I've seen, solid. From what I've seen, very solid. Next, I mean, we can't judge this. I can't really judge these either, because they suck, basically. But the ones that don't suck, it's this guy. Okay, this is an 85, right? This is an easy 85. Solid ass unit. Okay, solid ass unit. The most used Demon Slayer unit, easily, I think. Of course, he's more accessible than some other stuff, but even if the LDs were more accessible, I think this would still be the highest pick rate and win rate. Solid from release, around 50-ish win rate. 10% average overall through G1, G3, or 8.4 in G1 and almost 12 in G3. That's really good. I mean, for G3, that's really good. And yeah, that's kind of it. It's kind of it. I kind of want to just swap this to honorable mentions. This rank and then this to whatever. You know what? You know what? Just do this. Just do this. And we can just delete this. And then this can be just also picked. Also picked. Because like, that's how art is right now. People don't pick what's bad. So these will be the picked units. And these are like also sometimes picked. And other than that, nothing else is really picked. Sometimes you will see, once in a blue moon, some of these units appear. But it's going to be so rare that it's like, what's the point of even mentioning them, right? Like, you're gonna see the 5 people in the world who run a Lucifer cleave, who have all the combos for the Lucifer cleave. And then you're gonna see... Fuck, I don't know. But that's basically how it is. It's, yeah. But again, you could... I think every time I make these lists, I say this, you could put units up below 5, right? Like, it's close, right? Some of these units, if you might think, oh, this is lower, you know, one of these units is lower, it's 85. I wouldn't disagree necessarily, right? It's a very close ranking. You say the cookies 80, maybe it's not, maybe it is, maybe it's 85, maybe it's 80, who knows, right? But it's close. It's close. But I think these are the most important units to mention. I think this is like the most important, to know that, to know what's actually the best and the biggest problem, right? These are just everywhere. In G3 they're dominating. These are also just picked a ton. They're insane, right? All of these are good units. I mean, all of these are good units still, right? It's just not as good, right? Some of them fell off a bit. Some of them are on the come up. Of course, my LD's in the meme tier. Meme. I mean, I guess you could put other stuff in the meme, right? I think this guy's a meme. I think Rakan's a meme. I think this guy's a meme. I think Van Cleef is definitely a meme. Jaeger's definitely a meme. But yeah, the list could maybe go on for the meme picks. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Let me know what you guys think. That's the list. Long ass video, but I kind of wanted to go through some rates as well, to just bring more variety to the video, where it's not just me because like all of this is basically my thoughts. I don't really look at rates and then based on that I like decide where I put units. So I just wanted to like just for the variety of the video, just to show rates a bit. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. That was the tier list. Long ass video. I'm tired of talking. I'll see you guys soon. Alright. Peace out. Have a good one.